Bill, my friend.
Yes, Ted, my friend.
I have a feeling things are about to change in a most outstanding way.
I could not agree more.
From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolf, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the comic Relief Crusader.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you had a great weekend. You are on the funniest show, probably on the YouTubes, hopefully. It's Titillating Tuesday, episode 82, and you've entered the geekosphere that is this channel. So, wow, boy, what an interesting weekend. Ended up going to a farmer's market. Well, not really a farmer's market. It's more like a big giant garage sale. I could have ended up with some comics. Some comics that I didn't even know about that were like parodies of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, kind of like the radioactive black belt kung fu hamsters and stuff like that, except I heard of one that I'd never seen it before, and I could have picked that up. I could have also picked up a Gandalf-like pipe, which would have been probably an interesting prop to use, probably, and some odd photography cheesecake kind of magazines from the 60s. So that would have been interesting. Purely for artsy-fartsy reasons, nothing more than that. So, but I decided against it. So, that being said, letting it all hang out there, let's invite everybody onto the show, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Pop Culture Republic, how's it going? You are number one today.
Oh, I'm number one. I feel like number one every day. Yay! Oh, goodness.
How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going well.
Yeah.
Another great day.
Another great day, man.
Yes.
How was your weekend? Pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good. Yard
Nice.
work, stuff around the house, same as usual.
The adulting thing.
Yes, the adulting thing. The wonderful world of home ownership.
Oh, yay. Hooray for that.
Because there's always something falling down and breaking and something that needs repairing and maintaining.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It's you spend your weekends trying to relax only to end up doing more work. Hooray.
Yes.
Oh, God. And we also got Appion. How's it going, man?
Hello, it's going well.
Hello.
I got a lot of adult shit I need to do.
Oh yeah.
I've been putting it off.
Like what?
I just got a lot of house cleaning to do. The house is a mess, and I got
Oh,
like my mother coming to visit for my birthday next week, and
Uh-oh.
I got to get the house in order.
Oh. Otherwise, she's
Yeah.
gonna clean it for you if you don't clean it up.
No, she won't.
What kind of mother is that? God. Mom.
Maybe
I
could have
have
got away with that when I was younger, but no.
Yeah, probably. But now you're older and you have to do
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, like Pop said, like home ownership and just everything that comes with that.
Oh my
it's
god.
fun.
Hooray for you. And Tom, the geeky classic leftist Tom, how you, man?
Busy. And now you guys are lucky. I can't wait to own a home. And I don't know if you guys did, but I love mowing my lawns. Or when I mowing people's lawns, and that's why I can't wait to mow my own.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
man.
the smell of fresh
Goals.
is so relaxing.
Goals.
It's just,
I would
love
have done that today if I could have gotten my stupid lawnmower to start.
Oh.
That's like all of a sudden it just decided, hey, I don't want to run. No matter what I did to it. It's like, come on, start. 1 hour later, it still won't start. You were working last week.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. I've always wanted to try one of those rider mowers where you drive around and
They're
it
fun.
mows.
I haven't been a while since I did those. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally 100%.
And I used to do that as a kid. I'd mow lawns for money and stuff, and I was like, I enjoyed it. And the smell of freshly cut grass, it's one of those things I just love it.
It is fun.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
It is kind of. Unfortunately, I got those kind of allergies when it comes to like mowing the lawn and stuff like that, and then I end up like just breathing hard.
Wheezing.
Oh god, yeah. Jeez, I almost feel like coughing actually doing that now.
I'm like Darth Vader.
Yeah, exactly. End up getting a breathalyzer and stuff like that, or not a breathalyzer. God, what do you call them? Those inhalers. Yeah. But instead, I'll just, on occasion, ask my wife to give me a cold beer, and then so you can't argue with a cold beer. So
hey, it's 2024. Women could do stuff now.
Exactly. Sandwich.
Give me a beer.
Give me a beer.
You're more than capable, baby.
Get me a sandwich. There you go.
Make me a sandwich while you're at it.
Clean my house on top of it. Clean your own damn house. Jeez. I want to say hi to everybody that's in here today. Vince Womack, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. I accidentally put the wrong time and date for the live show, so Snorter Poopers was here way early, even though I didn't broadcast. And thank you to Appy on that. I actually caught that. So it's like, oh, it says you're supposed to be on if you're not doing a show like tomorrow. It's like, what? Wait a minute. So
yeah, for whatever reason, I looked at it and I'm like, starts in 29 minutes. I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. It's Monday.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was starting extra early. So even though I didn't want to. Then we got FKHC 2005. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. And we Lenrod here. How's it going, man? Dark Helmet also, dude, what's up? And what we got going on here? We got Wendy Trauma Warrior, who's lurking and following a patient may need to take surgery today. Ooh, nice. Fiddling with the innards again, I see. So, and Gap, missed you, dude. Nice to see you, man.
Hello.
So now we can enjoy the show as it is because Gap is also here. So there we go. Oh yeah, man. So judging by how things are going, I really need a beer too right now. God, that's what it feels like. But that'll make me stupid, which brings it into the first segment that we delightfully call news.
It's broke my window. What the hell?
Get off my lawn. So
yeah, you beat me to it.
What have we got in stupid news today? Oh yeah, I know, right? So, well, this one from the glorious leader down in the United States of America, or for what's left of the glorious states of the United States of America.
I'm President Trump, and I approve this message.
we got this going on in stupid news. Let's see. He's not really winning any points with the Japanese, so which could have ending up in another battle. I don't know, but anyway, so the Japanese government responds to Biden's claim that Japan is xenophobic. My God. So apparently, the leader of Japan's right-wing populist Sansai party basically responded, "It's not that we're xenophobic, we are being cautious after seeing your failures." Wow, that's saying a lot right there. Yeah, way to go, Japan. Put Biden in his place. Oh my God. Jeez. They're not xenophobic whatsoever. They actually appreciate their culture. And seeing what's going on in Canada and the United States, can you blame them?
No, not one bit.
No, I don't think so.
America in general is just going down a hole.
I think the rest of the world looks at this country and just collectively shakes their head like, what are they doing?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how many times I've seen tweets on X saying, like, Canada, are you okay up there? It's like, no, not really. So thanks for asking.
People, we were always liked by the world. Now we're like, you guys are idiots now. Your leaders
Yeah,
are morons.
exactly.
America's rubbing off on you guys.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is. So we're like your little brother, that wants to be like you. And
we're like in the loft above you guys. It's like we like to party, but now it's like, Darren, our leader is
yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah. Canada opened up the hole in America and kept digging. Yeah, we did. We really did. So we can't help it. We just want to be like you. But we went the wrong way.
You could get to China.
That's right.
Yeah.
We already did that. So,
yeah, that's what our leader wants. He wants to be like China.
Exactly. So, man, oh man. But I thought this was hilarious. Way to go, Japan. You tell them, as long as you kick out those feminist communists that think that boobs and anime and manga are just too much. So get rid of them now. Otherwise,
one of the last cultures that seem to have a brain in the Japanese.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is why we probably should be invaded by Japan with their giant robots and everything like that. Then everything will be okay. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know what they're waiting for.
I keep saying if we had the technology, if we had the capability, just swap California with Japan and everybody would be happy.
That's right. I'm okay with that.
So probably building some secret
just
Gundam army,
continental plates and all that.
Yep. That's right, Lenrod. Yeah, that right there is a sick bird. Exactly. That's like, oh man, coming from Japan, it is a really good bird. What was it like a few years ago? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's like two people trying to run from a bear, and then the one guy says, "I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Kind of their mentality. It's like we don't dislike everyone. We just don't like you specifically.
Yeah, because if you ain't first, you're last.
Like, here, let me trip you up, and I'll run away. Boom.
That's right. Solved. Yeah, exactly. Here, hold on to this stick. Oh, it got jammed in your legs. Oh, too bad.
Oh dear.
And just leave me behind. Okay, see you later.
Yeah, because it reminds me of what was it, the Prime Minister of Australia when he called Justin Trudeau the Kardashians of the world. Or he's like the Kardashian of world leaders.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah, it is actually, and that's pretty much when we knew things were really horribly wrong. So there was that, which I still get a chuckle out of. So, and this from the Associated Press, the Boy Scouts of America. Where you used to get, your merit badges, where you learned like camping and how to start a fire and stuff like that. But apparently the Boy Scouts of America is changing their name to be more inclusive. Scouting America after years of woe. What? So apparently the Boy Scouts of America.
Girl Scouts then too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would, to make it more inclusive. You have to just call them Scouts, I guess. So the Boy Scouts of America is changing its name for the first time in its 114-year history and will become Scouting America.
Oh,
It's a
come
significant
on.
shift. Yep, it's a significant shift as an organization emerges from bankruptcy following a flood of sexual assault claims and seeks to focus on inclusion.
Changing your name's not going to stop that stuff from happening. What the hell?
No.
No, exactly. You're right. Yes, the Scouts are dead.
Actually, let's be honest. That actually
man.
new actors. Oh my god, this is
Basically, anything with boy or men in the name is going to get
Exactly.
changed or done away with.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're right. Yeah, Girl Scouts don't have to be inclusive. Yeah, so why can't they be? Yeah, because they're girls. Exactly.
They're not firemen,
So-
they're firefighters. They're not
That's right,
policemen, they're
yeah.
police officers.
Mhm.
Yeah. And yeah, into what? The Biden youth? Yeah, probably.
Let me guess. There's going to be one every annual holiday where they go to a particular island.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
They're
Yeah.
not male men, they're male people.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Male life forms.
The
So
world is so upside down right now.
oh my god. And
everyone they had to change stewardess because that was offensive
Right.
Oh yeah, apparently that's offensive.
in
Yeah.
some universe.
So I've seen girls in the Boy Scouts
Flight
groups
attendant.
that I've seen where I volunteer. Yeah, I've heard of this going on.
Infiltration.
FKHC. Exactly. But you're right. Yeah, boys aren't allowed to be boys, Lenrod. That's right. You can't have that. So you have to be inclusive nowadays. So
It reminds me of
and
Starship
it's really
Troopers. Remember-
sad.
Was it Starship Troopers? Remember they had just the men and the women changing. That's what.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah.
not going to be any.
Yeah.
Everybody's just put it all together now. Might as well.
Exactly. So because apparently gender and sex don't matter whatsoever. No. So you know. But I guess they'll be handing out instead of merit badges, probably like all the inclusive badges that they gotta
The pronoun badges.
now. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you notice
get a
that
badge for
on the
protesting.
tie there's a rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. So
What does that
Yeah.
have to do
What
with
else?
Boy Scout children? And I'm in the community. Leave the kids alone.
Hey, teacher, leave those
Exactly.
kids alone.
I'm just trying not to swear. This is just what
Yeah.
is wrong?
You'll get merit badges for like I don't know, like protesting, probably merit badges in I don't know, let's see, hanging out at let's see, maybe pride marches of some sort, or the drag queen story hour or something.
And calling out all straight white men and calling them out for nothing apparently, but still calling them out.
Yeah,
How to
exactly.
lead protests, how to charge police lines. I don't know.
Exactly.
Insanity.
Karen,
Insanity.
How to wear a mask properly and
Right.
and not be identified by the police. So
to accept everything the government tells you. And
yeah, that's right. Yeah, had to be a good little communist. I mean, they're already wearing brown shirts, so like a certain Boy Scout group back in World War II in a certain Germanic country. So anyway,
Oh, yes. Yes.
oh yes, the brown shirts, yes. But that's okay.
we are
We'll be
going backwards.
celebrating.
We are going back.
We'll be celebrating
so
German
going
people shortly
backwards.
enough. Oh yeah, totally, 100%. So, but Scouts and Beavers and stuff like that. Well, we had Beavers and then we had Boy Scouts in Canada. So yeah, it's a thing of the past. It's sad, but anyway, what we got in news? Well, as we know, Deadpool 3 is coming out soon. And of course, you know that Hugh Jackman obviously is going to be back for another stint of Wolverine in that movie. And a lot of people are looking forward to that. I personally am looking forward to that, amidst the trailer that came out and stuff like that. And but it seems like there's a little bit of a problem within the MCU concerning Hugh Jackman.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. I wonder what that possibly could be. Because apparently, in an article from Banding in the Comics, apparently Marvel boss Kevin Feige admits he warned Hugh Jackman, don't come back for Deadpool and Wolverine.
So glad he didn't listen.
Yeah.
Why would you listen to that
Exactly.
clown?
That's right. Besides, if you're playing Wolverine, I wouldn't want to be crossing him. So, like, damn, he looks like a dude. I know he's an actor and all that, but he looks like he could more than likely probably seriously mess you up if you cross him the wrong way.
Yeah, he's in his 50s and he still pumps iron. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but what could this possibly mean? And hey, Jason, how's it going? Nice to see you, man. Let's see. And oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget the barista badge. Yeah, exactly. For the Boy Scouts. Yeah. Oh, sorry. All inclusive scouts. Right. So what could this possibly mean? So in a move born out of either genuine stupidity, and I'm opting for that, or a broken clock moment of genuine respect for the well-lauded conclusion to the hero story, Marvel Studios boss has admitted that he initially advised Hugh Jackman to avoid returning to the role of the titular mutant berserker in Deadpool and Wolverine out of fear that the outing would completely invalidate his character's ending in Logan. Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it?
No, because they use this thing called the multiverse, and the premise of, we can just make it up as we go along.
Exactly. So who's to say that it was like Logan's universe that this Wolverine is from? So it doesn't really make any sense. He could be from another adjacent universe of any sort, right?
I think in Marvel, isn't it like Earth 616 is our universe, and then there's like Earth whatever 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, so on, so on.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the Marvel Comics universe is 616, and apparently, even though they misnumbered it in the Multiverses of Madness as the cinematic universe being 616, it's not actually 616. It's supposed to be Marvel Universe 199999999, something like that.
That's
right?
just silly.
Yeah, I know it is silly.
I thought in Spider-Man Far From Home, Mysterio says Earth, if this is Earth 6, but he could have just been lying because he wasn't like telling a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly, right? So FKHC. Yeah, I wonder what Earth 69 is like. God. Well, considering how they want to make the X-Men more female centric, I'm guessing that there's a lot of power bottoms. So that's what I'm guessing right here. So, and hey, Canadian Spider-Man, how's it going? Just listening while chopping wood for next winter. X-Men rock, the comics, not the show. There we go. Exactly. Yeah. So, and Canadian Spider-Man starting early for next winter. Man, geez, you just
wow.
Dang. Yeah.
That's initiative.
Exactly. Talk about prepping. So that's right. Away with an axe. There you go.
That's it. Prepping for the societal collapse.
Exactly. So you know what? Yeah, with Kevin Feige, it really doesn't matter what he says because yes, like you said, Republic, it's this magical thing called multiverse. So it really doesn't matter at any point. No. It's just dumb.
It is. Like the whole concept of multiverse is to make up for bad writing, bad plotting, and bad decision making.
Yeah.
Exactly. Is it Feige's job to help the company lose money? Like, I don't understand where he's coming from. I don't.
No.
I don't know. Well, I gave up on Disney. Anything associated with Disney long ago, whether it was a Star Wars or MCU, it's like, I'm done with it.
Exactly. Like Ben says, yeah, no X-Men in Universe 69, only triple X-Men. Ah, I get it. Yes, okay. That's probably more accurate. So, my God. But the baseball clad head of the MCU, I like how they put that, recalled his hesitation towards Wolverine's return during a recent interview given to Empire magazine in promotion of the multiverse hopping franchise entry's upcoming cinematic release. Well, of course he would. So because, well, let's see, I don't know, Disney stock's probably at $105 right now, so it's not exactly making any money. So you got to try to pander as much as humanly possible, considering every other Marvel movie is like tanking, like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, except for No Way Home, which was great because I did enjoy that, and they did it right. So, but providing insight into a previous conversation he had with the mutant Australian actor, Feige told the publication, I said, let me give you a piece of advice, Hugh. Don't come back. You had the greatest ending in history with Logan. That's not something we should undo.
Right after he said, let me give you a piece of advice, I bet he turned into Charlie Brown school teacher. Wah, 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 wah. And then Hugh Jackman's just sitting there nodding. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't say. Oh, really?
Yeah. Tell me how your movies are doing there, Feige.
Yeah.
You're making what right now? Why you tell me this? She-Hulk? Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Well, the writers
let's face it, Hugh Jackman is one of the few stars left to have any real star power. I mean, if you see Hugh Jackman in a movie, you'd be at least interested in checking it out to see if it's any good or not.
Well, yeah, exactly. And you're not really, and again, you're not really taking away from anything from Logan because I mean, it did really good. I thought it was a great film.
Oh, it's awesome. But it's a different universe. It's a different multiverse. Yeah. Hello, it's like simple. That's an easy way to write that away. So you're not ruining it. So
it's like Feige, aren't you even paying attention to any of your movies at this point, or are you just letting them out there?
Or is he genuinely concerned about continuity and the MCU, which is laughable at best?
Yes. That's what I'm thinking. FKHC, I don't mind the idea of a multiverse if they are using it to get the Fox stuff into the MCU. Well, essentially, that's what Deadpool 3 is, right? It's like
and the Marvels did it too with having what's her name get teleported to Beast.
Yes,
like X-Men
Still haven't seen the Marvels.
Yeah. So. Ledrod, continuity. What's that?
Oh yeah, and they said that Miss Marvel is a mutant, and they played the X-Men theme song when they said it. They're like, "You're a mutant," and I'm like, "Oh,
okay." because they had to bring that idea into the comics, or was it the other way around? It was kind of weird. Because they killed off Miss Marvel in the Marvel comics and then brought her back to life. And so she's automatically a mutant. Don't know why, because that makes absolutely no sense. And so I saw in an interview somewhere that they had to bring the comics in line with the movie. So it was actually the movies dictating which way the comics should go, which is like really, really weird.
Well, you want to mess up the comic books just like you're messing up the movies. Yeah, that's good. Good
solid punch there. Fox owned the rights to like the phrase mutant. So even when like Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver was introduced, they wanted to call them mutants, but then they had to settle for enhanced.
Yeah.
And Inhumans, and that's pretty much all they had for a while.
Which and they kind of danced around the issue of them being like Magneto's children, and then it was like, are they or aren't they? And then there was a throwaway line of like what was it, Scarlet Witch saying, didn't mom date somebody who could bend a spoon or something? Like they just kind of danced around it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, that's what just I didn't quite like about the Avengers Ultron movie, right? Is that you're introducing two mutants, but they're not mutants, but they are mutants. So, and how they kind of skirted all around that. It just like, no, it just didn't really make any sense to me, but whatever. I don't know. Like when I'm guessing maybe in some sort of weird kind of way, maybe when the universes merge, like the whole Fox mutant thing merges with the rest of the MCU, like what's going to happen with Scarlet Witch? Is she all of a sudden going to become a mutant somehow in this weird kind of universe merging? I don't know. That's like really weird. It doesn't make sense. And is her dad still going to be Magneto? That's the other thing, right? Because
or are they going to continue making her insanely overpowered to where she's the bestest ever, even more powerful than Doctor Strange?
Oh, yeah, exactly. So, and hey, Penny, how's it going? Nice to see you. Awesome that you made it. And yeah, Lenrod, yeah, the movies are probably more popular than the comics right now. That's the weird thing, right? Because the comics aren't selling. Comic stores are shutting down because they just can't unload all that merchandise.
Right.
But the movies are like, but the movies are tanking on top of that. It's really weird. So I don't know what to make of it. So John Peterson, hey dude, nice to see you. It's always been my take on everything comics related. Everything is impossible until the right writer says, wouldn't it be cool if? Yeah.
Or what if?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't understand the concept of why wouldn't you want Ryan and Hugh to get back together? It's going to be a hit just for those two alone getting back together. So why would you not want? It's as if they're purposely trying to lose money. I don't understand where they're coming from. Feige seems like a moron. Like, I could do a better job than him. Like, I don't. They're idiots. They're idiots. They're just plain stupid. Why would you not want this man in here? He's going to bring money in. People want to see Wolverine and Deadpool back together again once more. Like, why? I don't understand. It's like the backwards thinking. I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, considering Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, like for years, constantly playing like these practical jokes on each other and whatnot,
online and Twitter and
exactly, right? I mean, this is just comedy action gold waiting to happen, right?
Yeah,
it's just a dumb statement to make. So,
a buddy comic book movie is gonna. It sounds so good.
Yeah,
it does. It sounds so simple. It's
about just, 2 men.
That's right.
That's the problem, Kevin. Like, it's going to be really successful, and it's going to be a movie with 2 men headlining. And it goes against their whole pushing like the female hero.
You hit on the nose right there. It's 2 men.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Exactly.
And it's going to do well, and that's going to make him look bad.
Yep.
Like he's been pushing the other way.
Exactly, because everything has to be female centric. So
has to be the MCU.
That's right. So
this actually makes sense.
But interestingly, the issue of Jackman popping his claws yet again was not the only roadblock the film faced in receiving the green light from Feige. Now, according to the studio boss, Deadpool and Wolverine almost didn't happen because he simply had no idea how to properly bring the Merc with the Mouth into the MCU. So the truth is, he revealed in Empire, the truth is I wasn't sure how to incorporate Deadpool yet. I was very much thinking about how to bring the mutants and the X-Men into the MCU, be more than just playing the hits. But the truth is, Ryan is an idea machine, which he is because, he is a comic book fan. So he may have pitched that to me. Yeah, right. I think he totally pitched it to him. But he also pitched 25 other thoughts and ideas. Well, yeah, because if you got ideas, well, you can't just have one. Hopefully you have like many.
Yep.
Yeah, especially if somebody who I don't know about Ryan, if he read all the comic books, if he loves the source material, if he's familiar with the source material, he probably has a good grasp on how to introduce the X-Men into the MCU, how to go about it with the existing MCU model.
Yeah,
exactly. Like Bloodrod says, Jackman and Reynolds are too manly of a combination. All that toxic masculinity is bad for the message. Exactly.
I mean, real shit. Like, that's what he's worried about. Is it's going to do really well, and then it's going to be like, okay, should we make more movies like this? we'll be going back to what made us money. That's not what we want to do. We need to do this. It's like, do you like money or you don't? Which is it?
It's not about the money.
I'll never quit you, Deadpool.
Yeah. 2 men happy on like
Three
Brokeback
guys,
Deadpool.
enough said. 3 guys, enough said. Ryan is a genius when it comes to, I think he is. He's a geek either way. Comic book fan, movie fan, he is a geek. If you ever seen Free Guys, you can tell he has passion for the nerddom. He really does. Like just the way that it was put together, so good.
It is.
Just he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He has passion for it. So
I don't blame him for Green Lantern either. He did his best he could as Hal Jordan.
Yeah,
the shitty script and what was given.
I'll say right now, he did a good Hal Jordan, and me and Buddy discussed that. It's actually, besides a few scenes, it's not a bad movie. It was just badly written. The movie itself and Hal Jordan, I think he did an awesome job.
And that even goes to the joke in Deadpool 2 where he shoots himself reading the script for Green Lantern. He's like, this is gonna be good.
Exactly. It was so good.
Like joking at himself. Like that's what's good.
Yeah.
You know what?
He's not afraid to make fun of himself,
Yeah.
Free Guy was a great movie though too. And all the references, he's using Captain America's shield at the end, and
and it's perfect. He gets the joke, he gets the humor behind it all, right? Yeah. Perfect comedic timing, perfect delivery. In my opinion, that's just me. But
I think he's one of the better guys in the modern era for comedy right now. Like,
totally. And the fact that I think part of it has to do with the fact that, don't shoot me guys, but that he's Canadian, and there's just something about Canadian humor, or I should say Canadian actors that can deliver humor. Right?
Let's see, Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, him. We could go down the list. There's a lot of great Canadian, John. It's I don't know. It just don't get me wrong.
Everybody from
isn't Rick Moranis Canadian too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody from SCTV, right?
Oh gosh,
John Candy,
Dan Aykroyd,
yeah. It's just something about it. It's just I don't know what it is. We just know how to deliver that kind of funny one-liners of sorts, just comedic timing is really odd. So, but let's see. John says if you don't think that joke didn't occur to Reynolds already, then you don't know Ryan at all. Yeah, pretty much. Free Guy was way better than I expected. Most enjoyable. It was really fun.
Oh, I thought it was a brilliant movie.
I mean, Ryan's the type of guy. I'm sure there's going to be like a fake promo poster that's like styled like Brokeback Mountain with him and Hugh Jackman's faces like superimposed on Heath Ledger and the Jake Gyllenhaal or whatever.
Yes,
because he was doing all kinds of goofy shit. He was like being Bob Ross when he was doing one of the movies, and he's painting. He's got the big afro on. And...
Oh, it was so awesome. Yeah, or you got Red Green, and you got Eugene Levy too. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, there's
all those
a lot.
guys. Oh man, but no, you got a power duo there. It's guaranteed. I think this is just going to do really, really well in the movie theaters. It's just a no-brainer. You got to recoup some losses somehow. I mean, my God, why keep them away from that kind of thing? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think and Epion, he brought it up earlier. You brought it up. I really think they want to push their agenda so much that this could go against it. This could prove that, maybe the guys actually do work for things, because now it's not a female-ridden thing. And it really, because this is the two guys, it's going to be a guy film. And, this could really, like, open people's eyes. Like, it guaranteed it'll do amazing. And, wait, there's no women headlining it. I wonder.
And that's crazy, because that's even the thing. Like, all the Deadpool movies had good female characters. Like, Gina Carano was like did. Angel Dust. You had Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yuki.
I'm sure he'll have some good Domino in the second one. I'm sure he'll have some good female characters.
Oh, totally, 100%.
Comic book accurate Domino.
See, that I would like. You know what? For some odd reason, I didn't mind. Like at first, it just really put me off the way Domino was in the second movie, but I didn't mind it. For some odd reason, it's really weird.
It wasn't bad. It was okay.
Yeah,
and you can have
that Brad Pitt cameo.
Yeah,
he gets electrocuted.
Oh my God!
You want a powerful woman? Look at his roommate. What's her name? So like she's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the blind lady, yeah. And when
Yeah,
they're
the
talking
blind
about
lady.
when they're talking about doing cocaine, he's like, Kevin Feige said no. He's like,
Yeah.
she's like, come on, you want to build a snowman? That joke made me laugh. Like when the
Oh my
trailer
God.
can make me laugh, I'm like, all right, this has promise.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Just
That's
let there
right.
be
That-
other jokes not in the trailer.
And that's what I'm hoping for. That's all I'm hoping for. This is just going to be, I'm hoping that this is going to be like a nonstop laugh fest with action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
And it'll hopefully open up doors for the future. That's what this is going to do. It's going to reset some things.
Yep.
So, I mean, Feige just announced there's only going to be 2 films a year now. So,
Exactly. Yeah, Vince, for crying out loud, Brian was even wearing a Jackman mask
Oh yeah.
in the first
When he's gonna
Deadpool
kiss
movie.
Vanessa at the end. I love that.
Oh my God, that was awesome. I love that. So, I mean, they had to do this movie.
And it was so good because it's literally like a Hugh Jackman mask, but then they went further, like it's like stapled on his face. There's like little staple marks.
Yeah.
pulling it out.
John's like Reynolds and SLJ are great together in the Hitman's Bodyguard movies.
Oh, they are good. Oh yeah,
I haven't seen those yet.
I haven't seen those. Oh.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cam
Definitely.
opposite of Samuel L. Jackson.
They work good together.
Yeah.
They really do.
Okay.
So good.
Oh, Ledrod, you have a fun time at work.
Yep.
You know, we'll see you again soon, man. So take care, be safe, all that jazz. So but no, I think I got them saved on Netflix. I'm gonna have to check that out sometime. So let's see. And John said, you have to look at her in reverse as reverse domino. Plus imagine the amount of makeup that would have to go into an all-white domino. Zazie did pretty good, I feel. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
So, you know, I didn't mind them whatsoever. They were pretty good. So, and after a while, you know, that version of Domino kind of grows on you a little bit, I think.
Oh, she does.
So,
She does a good job. So,
yeah. But so anyway, but speaking of the publication himself, Reynolds explained that his original pitch was akin to a Rashomon story about Wolverine and Deadpool and something that they got into together, but told from 3 completely different perspectives. It was a way to make a large-scale movie in a very small way, he noted. So to this end, Reynolds himself explained to the publication that when he faced with this rejection, I went back to the drawing board and wrote up about 18 different treatments.
Damn.
Wow. Jeez.
He was committed to this.
Oh, yeah, totally. 100%. So some of them almost felt like a Sundance film, a budget of under 10 million, sort of using the IP in a way that they previously hadn't used. And I pitched bigger movies and I pitched things in between, said the Deadpool actor. So, yeah.
Isn't it nice when someone has passion for the thing they're working on and
Yeah,
they want to see it come out good?
Yeah, he has the same level of passion as Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes.
great having these actors passionate and knowledgeable about their characters and the lore of their characters. It's really great to see.
Yeah. I mean, when you're doing that many pitches, it's like, damn, you're really trying to push this hard. And I'm glad that he is.
Powerhouse, yeah.
Totally. I mean, that's a lot of typing, though. 18 different pitches, different treatments.
Well,
I just think of Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the whiteboard, and it's Ryan Reynolds, and he's like, "This one, we can do this one, or we can do this one. I've got this idea that can go into this idea. What do you want? I've got 18 ideas."
And then you bust out the notepads, the string, running string from one idea to the other, and just have a room full of yarn going from wall to wall. It all connects. It can work.
Oh, there's a good one. Yeah. Ooh, imagine a collab between Cavill and Reynolds. Oh wow.
Well,
oh my God.
I followed Ryan Reynolds for years, all the way from the Blade films and stuff. He is a comic book fan. He's openly admitted to it. He loves comics. So I mean, this is nothing new. He was a fan of Green Lantern before he did the movie. So Deadpool. So he is a comic book fan.
Maybe Cavill will put him in Warhammer. That would be cool. He could be a space marine.
Or Man from Uncle 2 to replace Army Hammer.
Ooh, that's an idea.
But I think Ryan sees this as this is not. He realizes Marvel's tanking, so this could save it, and this would be mass. Imagine the love he's going to get if he can bring back the universe. the fans would
If he could, if he
dude,
could
yeah.
do that, if he could get fans who are disenfranchised with the MCU to actually care about it again, because I'm at that point where I'm just completely apathetic. I just don't care. And it's like,
Yeah.
you guys can
Imagine-
do whatever you want.
Well,
Yeah.
imagine the level it'll bring him. Like he's up there. He's a top guy, but that'll put him to Keanu Reeves level almost. Like he'll be praised by everybody because he's not. There's nothing bad said about him really. He's a genuinely good human. Also, well, it's not.
Yeah.
He's done, and this will huge for the fans. This will put him up there to that top level of he's going to be a top guy now, and he already is one of the top guys. But this will put him.
They should build him a statue in Disneyland.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, they should. So,
Him doing a goofy pose as Deadpool or something, like
oh my god, yeah. Well, I mean,
the
imagine
little
this,
girl
right?
with the little girl with the dog pulling the panties down or whatever that pose. Like
Yes, I would love that. Oh my god, yeah.
the man
Well,
who saved the MCU on the plaque.
Well, I mean, imagine this, right? Like up till Endgame, I mean, we had a whole bunch of Stan Lee cameos here and there, right? All you would need to do, right?
Deadpool
Every once in
cameos.
a while, just Deadpool cameos.
Yes,
right?
I'm so
Here
for
and there.
that.
Yeah.
Well, that, was,
Yes.
that was a rumor. That was supposedly rumored to happen, but they never went with it because they
Yeah.
just didn't. Yeah,
Like,
so-
yeah, he's just in the background reading a newspaper in one scene or something, just minding his
Yeah.
own business.
Then breaks
what's
the
going on
fourth
here?
wall. Like,
Yeah.
oh, hi, you're here.
he can
Did
wave
you
to the
see me?
villain.
Yeah.
He like wave like, wait, this is not my movie. Go, leave me alone.
Yeah, what am I doing here? I walked onto the wrong set. Kevin.
Taxi, drive me
Stupid
off this
female
set.
Hawkeye. Oh my god. But no, that's all you would have to do, right? Just to make it happen in a fun kind of way, right? Just kind of bring it back, the whole cameo thing, and just make little Deadpool cameos here and there.
Yeah, you could
know,
almost have it
maybe
like
I did
Where's
that.
Waldo in the movies, where it's like Where's Deadpool, where you're watching a movie and it's like Deadpool's in this movie. He's hidden in the background of a shot. Can you find him? Turn it
Yeah.
into a game.
Oh my god, you know what?
I want
Turn
that
it
now.
into something fun and have a little, I don't know, like maybe a little contest or something like that, right? If you
Yeah.
can find Deadpool in this MCU movie, then I don't know, you win some sort of prize or something like that. I don't know, but would it even be worth it at that point to even do that?
Oh,
You
can have
know,
fun with it.
That's a weird thing.
Meet and greet with Ryan Reynolds. I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be looking so hard. I'd be like,
Oh, I'd be so into
Right.
that. That'd be so awesome. Let's see. John Peterson says, I read an article recently that Marvel purchased the rights to a digital Stan Lee for future cameos.
Oh no,
I don't know. If I, want,
I don't like that.
Show 'em respects. Like,
Oh, no, how-
Yeah. I had also heard that somewhere a few years ago.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like
I
they
think
can't
shortly-
let the poor man rest.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Shortly after his passing away. So I don't, maybe they just said it just to be nice and just kind of scrapped it because, it's kind of what they do with all the Marvel creations that they're doing right now, right? Retconning them, sex swapping them, blah, blah, blah. And they get absolutely no respect for the creators whatsoever. So,
Yep.
nah, they probably just
I
put it out
wouldn't-
there as clickbait.
I wouldn't mind if they did like the Liefeld thing, where his name is somewhere in the background or something, and it's just a nice little Easter egg, mentioning his name or something like
Or a
Well,
stat.
Lee and Stanley. You know what I mean? Just like a trick
Yeah.
with the words, and that his name is in every movie. I would be okay with that. But yeah, having like a digital fake version of him just seems kind of weird.
Well, they do in the trailer.
Yeah.
In this third trailer, right? Like Liefeld's shoes or whatever. it
Yeah,
was.
that's what I'm saying. So something like that for Stanley, I think would be
Yeah.
cool. But
And
digital
Liefeld
person
on
is
top of
weird.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he appears in the first two movies anyway, Rob Liefeld.
Yeah. You gotta
So
have that.
you gotta have that. That's what I'm thinking. So let's see. Vince Womack also says there's a scene in the bonus material of the first X-Men movie where Spider-Man makes a
Yeah.
cameo appearance. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm in the wrong movie. And he's like, how did I get here?
And yeah, that would be fun. Where's Deadpool? Yeah, it is brilliant.
Yeah.
Just have a little
But
cameo
fun
appearance
for the
here and
whole
there.
family.
Exactly. Can you find the Merc with the Mouth assassin?
It's a big
Disney,
crowd.
if you go through with this idea, you owe me money.
Exactly. So, plus on top of that, I can't wait to see Dogpool in this. So
Yeah, dog poo.
yeah.
I hope
And
it's
then
like the mask, Jim Carrey mask, where the dog's all crazy when he has the mask on.
Oh,
I wanna
God, that'd
see-
be hilarious.
Oh, crazy dog.
I want to see that. But on top of that, I think they're gonna have like, at some point in the movie, from what I've heard, like the whole Deadpool core kind of thing, Lady Deadpool, Dogpool, what was it, the flying dead head zombie Deadpool. So
Patch
that'll
will be there. The
Yeah.
other variants of Wolverine.
yeah.
So there's gonna be a bunch of Deadpools, a bunch of Wolverines. Sounds amazing.
But however, as those of us living in the future now know, not only did Jackman agree to reprise arguably his most popular cinematic role, but Reynolds was also eventually able to deliver a version of the film script that Feige could get behind. So as a result, Deadpool and Wolverine was eventually given the go-ahead, and following a few years of work and the filming of an extensive amount of cameos, the film is finally ready to hit the theaters on July 22nd or 26th. Just a little over 2 months away. Dang.
Oh, wow.
It's hard to believe like the year's like kind of flying right by now that I'm looking back on it. I mean, we're already in May.
Yeah.
Jeez. And it might actually be the actual genuine last hurrah of the MCU, as if the leaks and the first looks at Captain America Brave New World were anything to go by. The franchise's future is looking more bleak than ever before. Yeah, so this might be the last good MCU movie. So
Man.
oh man.
And the rumors that they're gonna go through a portal and appear in the Endgame and beyond the battlefield, that would be so sweet if that's real. They could do so much. They're like literally the world is, they could do anything like if they want to, like
They took
sky's the limit.
I want to know how, like in the trailer, obviously it's Ant-Man's, huge helmet.
What's his
I wanna
corpse? His skeleton's in there.
Yeah, I want to know how he died.
Oh, wow.
There's
Yeah.
a rumor that they're going to use that as a base. Supposedly, that was a rumor. His helmet's going to be the base with his skull in it. Like what?
That's gonna
Ew.
be so weird. Yeah. I wonder if they can Febreze that stench out of there or something like that. So
Let it air out.
yeah, exactly. My God. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that. And I mean, the portal here that looks oddly familiar to a certain wizard that we all know of. So
Yeah, that's a sling ring portal for sure. Yeah.
oh yeah, 100%. So but yeah, so it makes me wonder if it's either Doctor Strange, which I'm hoping it's Doctor Strange, or if it's Wong just fiddling around with the multiverse again.
I think
Or
maybe Deadpool finds a dead Doctor Strange and takes his sling ring, and then somehow he knows how to do it. But maybe they just know, or that would be cool though.
Or if
That'd
just
be interesting.
figures out how to make the sling ring work just by waving his arms around frantically, like, come on, ring, do something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we recreate that Tobey Maguire. Go, Web, go.
Yes, go.
Shazam.
I was thinking that exactly, right? He just does it by accident.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. This is Deadpool. He'll be like, "What about that movie I watched? This looks familiar. Let's try that."
Yeah.
I mean, he would say that. That's
Say something like, ring, ring, do your thing.
Or yeah, that's what he does. Like real meta, he like pulls out a tablet and watches a scene from Doctor Strange, and he's like, "Oh, okay, Doctor Strange, that's how you did it."
Yeah. Shazam. Go, Ring, go. And I bet you if they both jump through the portal, he'll probably say something like "Tally ho," just like Tobey Maguire. Thank God. Oh, that'd be awesome.
My back, like he hurt his back, my back.
Oh God. John Peterson, I'm curious if they're going to address Loki's sacrifice for the TVA in this. Well, apparently, like what we talked about like last year, talking about this whole Deadpool 3 movie, he might make an appearance. There was like a hint that he might make an appearance in this movie. So I'm not exactly sure. And yeah, it's going to be Wong.
Wongers?
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, Wongers.
Good old Wongers.
Oh God, no. Yeah, because Stephen Strange isn't the Sorcerer Supreme.
Because I'm sorry,
That's right.
everybody hated on Loki in the show, and the show was But in the movies, I think Tom Hiddleston did a great Loki. I really
Oh
do.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
amazing as Loki. But yeah, the shows, take him or leave him.
Let's see. Wes Cagle, hey man, nice to see you, man. Appion, they could just jump through the portal just as Thanos snaps his fingers, and the two of them then dissolve.
See,
And then like 5 years later, they just reappear.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell happened? It's like we missed the whole movie or something.
yeah, yeah, something like that. That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Oh my god.
Wait, we missed Captain Marvel? Okay, never mind. I'm glad.
Oh god. Jeez, can you imagine? Frig, or accidentally kills off Miss Marvel. Or no,
shit.
not Miss Marvel. Sorry, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Jeez, too many Marvels. Oh my god.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it was just, kind of dumb. Feige said, no, Hugh Jackman. No, we really don't need you. It's like, no, you do. You really do.
Really do, exactly.
Yeah.
Ryan's been wanting this for years. They've been wanting to do this for years. Time to do it.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's just really weird that, oh god, I just find it so weird that just Disney owns Fox.
Hey, you got to give me
I
one scene
know.
in this film, if not for future films with Hugh. He said he would always do it. It's Hulk versus Wolverine. So
Yeah.
Jackman has always said that's one dream he's always had. He wants that fight.
What if there's
Oh,
a Hulk
that'd be cool.
variant in this movie, like Maestro or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that's an idea. Wow.
Maybe Maestro's who killed Ant-Man.
Goes up against She-Hulk
Could
instead.
be. It's like how much?
Oh,
like,
what if
how
there's
much-
what if there's like a She-Hulk
Oh.
body? Like She-Hulk
Yes.
just lying lifeless, and it's like, and then Ryan walks by, Deadpool, and just like, no one's gonna miss her, and then they do
Yeah.
a quick little take it over, show her.
Hugh,
famous
we're
for
gonna,
famous for twerking.
we're gonna give you your dream battle, right, with the Hulk. It's like, oh great, that's awesome, mate. But it's gonna be She-Hulk. It's like, oh,
No, it's gonna be
man.
Scar. It's gonna be the son of Hulk.
God,
with the CGI.
No.
No.
I mean, Scar's a cool character, but I don't know what the hell that thing was. It was like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Wong says, John, and Wong's been far more active in the multiverse storyline so far. He is clearly up to something big. Yeah,
Ah,
it's
okay.
still kind of weird, but I think you're right. So yeah, using a dead guy's portal ring would be Wong on so many levels. That's, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
So and the Ant-Man body is a nod to an old man Logan storyline. That's true.
Okay.
That is true. So, but yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So how this movie is going to pan out, because I mean,
I want to
Logan was
know how. I want to know how
great
Jennifer
movie.
Gardner fits in, because she's gonna be in there as Elektra from the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie.
Yes.
But why?
Wow.
But why?
Because she needs work. I don't know. So-
Hey, she's
Can we
fine.
get Colin Farrell as Bullseye to show up again? That would be great.
oh, that'd be
I never
awesome.
miss.
Dude played it so good, though. I know the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie just gets a lot of flack, but you know what? Colin Farrell as Bullseye, I thought it
He's
was
so
great.
good. Every
Yeah.
second he's on screen, he's just chewing the scenery, having a blast.
Watch the director's cut of Daredevil. It's actually a whole different film. The director's
Mhm.
cut of that actually is good.
Oh,
Really
I'm gonna
good.
watch that then.
Oh yeah, it's
Jeez.
much better. Much better.
Gap says, yeah, because it's Jennifer Garner. I loved her in her.
Oh,
and
what's up,
Alias.
Rocco?
Oh, Jennifer Garner's hot,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's
okay
true.
with that. So.
That's right.
She was 20th Century Fox. Yeah, so that's why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally. 100%.
She'll be
And
there
hey,
where the
Rocco,
20th Century Fox signs all destroyed and all like it'll be like the island of thrown away heroes from Fox. Like,
Oh my god. Can you imagine it's just her feet? Actually, she's under the 20th Century Fox logo, kind of like
like Wizard of Oz.
yeah, like Wizard of Oz. My god. Oh, that'd be just so bad for her. Oh jeez. Let's see, John. Yeah, because he couldn't get Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. Well, yeah, because he passed away. I didn't
Yeah.
mind him actually as Kingpin. I thought it was
No, I
pretty
didn't.
cool.
He did a good job. So yeah.
He did a
Yeah.
good job.
He has the
So,
body
yeah.
and the build for it for sure. Like, dude was big.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, he
He's a
was
big
massive,
man.
dude. He was totally massive. I missed him. Jeez. But
Great.
yeah, so that's what's going on. The the little background. Kevin Feige didn't want Hugh Jackman, but I guess, hopefully he's like, yeah, okay, sure, let's do this kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's the right move. It's the right move. Have those two in a film, your ultimate anti-hero kind of buddy action slasher kind of movie, literally slasher. So
let's be honest, if this is good, maybe there'll be more, because they're like, oh crap, we made a lot of money. Maybe we need to do more of these. So yeah,
totally. Michael Clark Duncan died. Oh man, yeah, he died like God, what is
several
it?
years ago?
Years? Yeah, a long time ago, 10 years, I think maybe. So
brilliant actor, so underrated actor.
Totally. Well, anyway, seeing how we're pretty much at the top of the hour, we're gonna take seeing how we mentioned Germans earlier in the stupid news kind of thing. Yeah, I can't imagine why. Yes, this is why language is so important, and why it's important to really keep in touch with the multicultural side of things. Here we go.
Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you over? We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
And there you go. God. I can do that because my mom's German, my dad's Austrian. So it's not really cultural appropriation. It's cultural appreciation. So Germans are so funny when they're talking English. So what are you thinking about? So, and hey, Diesel, how's it going, man? Nice to see you.
I love their accents in Beer Fest. It was the greatest beer in all the world.
Yes. Oh man, I love that. God, I'm gonna have to watch that movie again. Jeez.
They drive a U-boat in a lake.
Yes. I'd love to know how they got that U-boat in the lake. It's like how? That doesn't make some sense whatsoever. Jeez.
They're Germans. Don't worry about it. The Germans have their ways.
They have their ways, underground tunnels and such. Oh, don't know, but anyway, though. So that brings us to, talking about inexplicable things that you wonder how things happen, like German U-boats and lakes. This brings us to our next article. Okay, well, as we're talking about, Disney or Marvel and all that kind of stuff, and things that just don't make sense, pretty much like almost every Marvel MCU movie. Some news was shared yesterday by Disney that, Disney is cutting Marvel back to a minimum of 3 movies or 2 TV shows a year.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, quality over quantity. What a thought, huh?
I know.
Exactly. So,
He should have done years ago. But hey,
yeah,
better to learn now, I guess. Better late than never.
Yep. CEO Bob Iger addresses the Marvel brand in the company's quarterly earnings call. Oh, gee. Are you not doing well, Disney? I haven't the faintest idea why. So, maybe
you got to do better, Disney.
That's right. So, my God. Oh,
I don't know.
That was me the whole time I was watching Moon Knight. Like, is this good? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, Moon Knight.
Over Marvel, you'd expect to have that meme get good constantly because it's like they've been garbage for so long.
That's pretty much it, And I was really hoping that Moon Knight, for example, I was hoping that was going to be good, but no.
Oscar Isaacs and freaking Ethan Hawke. I'm like, okay, Ethan Hawke in a Marvel project. Let's see. No, they skip all the fight scenes and super forgettable TV show.
Hans, I'll beat the baddies. No. So, but anyway, yeah. So because we're only getting like really one MCU movie that really counts this year. And
actually, to be honest, isn't that the only MC movie this year? I think actually, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, I like that.
Yeah, you know, because superhero fatigue is such a big thing. Obviously, yeah, everybody's getting tired of superheroes now. Everybody's getting tired of your badass writing.
Yep.
So
Invincible did good. The Boys is still going strong. So it's not superheroes that are the problem. Might be time to look inward.
Fourth season coming up of The Boys. So, boy, oh boy, I wonder if they're going to wrap it up in the fourth season or if they're just going to keep on going with that. So, I don't know.
I'm hoping for at least like 5 maximum, and then wrap it all up at least by 5. Because at some point, Homelander is just going to go crazy and start, going to war against the world. And how long can you have that last?
Precisely. And Invincible's doing pretty good. I've enjoyed it so far. So,
I like Invincible.
Yeah. So in Disney's quarterly earnings call, CEO Bob Iger fielded a question from an investor about reinvigorating the Marvel brand. Oh, I'm sure he got lots of questions. So in the call, Iger again confirmed Disney is pulling back on Marvel, something he has said at least 2 times in the past. Well, doesn't really mean that he means it, because we're still getting a whole bunch of crap movies and TV shows. Oh my God. Iger did offer he feels good about Disney's upcoming studio slate, which includes Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That actually,
I didn't even know Disney owned that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I know. I thought that was MGM or something.
Because I'm going to theater to see that. That's actually that and Deadpool, the 2 movies I plan on going to.
But it's actually Fox.
Huh. Okay.
So
because Disney owns Fox. So technically,
exactly right. Yeah, which it throws you for a loop, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And says he feels great about Deadpool and Wolverine coming in July. Well, he better, because there should be absolutely nothing wrong with Deadpool and Wolverine, as we just kind of talked about. So, and oh, hey, your Muslim uncle's here. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. So we knew all new Marvel was coming out when the comics were released, and these idiots committed to DEI and DEI standards to receive money to make these movies. Exactly. Oh yes, and he's using the emojis. There you go. So I'm glad you're using the emojis. John says, the Boys are better than DC is doing at DC. They are 100%. So
they showed that new Superman picture. It looked horrible, but anyway.
Oh God, yeah, I know. We should get into that also. Jeez.
Just casually putting on his boots while Metropolis burns behind him.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, right? Right? Oh God. And what is that thing? It's floating in the sky. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like a jellyfish or whatever.
Gotta be something Brainiac related.
Oh God, probably.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. Anyway. But no, I mean, looking at the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, so far I've liked all of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Andy Serkis did a hell of a performance yet again with the mocap and everything. And
yep.
But the thing about this Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movie is it's got the Ciri girl from the Witcher series, and it looks like she's going to be like the girl that's the key to everything. You know, that trope that's like in every movie now. So it looks like it's all going to focus around her, which I think she's like a fine actress and everything, but I don't know, like, shouldn't it be about the apes?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I mean, that would only make sense. Hence Planet of the Apes.
Caesar. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Plus, how many more years is it after this?
Yeah. Caesar's like, this is like Descendants. So I think this is like 100 years after Caesar.
Oh,
exactly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like, so there's like his descendants or whatever, but and I don't think Andy Serkis is in it.
That's right. Yeah. Forgot about that. Let's see. Oh, and guys, hey, and if you can, while you're here, if you can hit the like button, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I mean, hey, it's what makes the show happen, bringing on everybody on here and just having fun talking about, movies and comics and all that kind of other stuff. And well, this is rather weird because I'm looking at how many viewers are watching this show, and currently it just says on X we got 12 people watching, and on YouTube 505.
Really?
Yeah, let us know you're really out there. Leave a comment, drop a like. Let us know you're here.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the YouTube channel right now. It says 505 or 507 people are watching right now. So, wow, I had no idea.
Those people watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe and share.
That's right. Exactly. So
only halfway through the show, stick around.
Exactly, because remember, our pain is for your entertainment on this channel. So
exactly, and it's painful. Some of this stuff.
No pain, no gain.
That's right. Ooh, yeah, that's what
this
yeah,
brother.
Is about.
Pain, no noob. Anyway,
that's right. Yeah, because remember what we mentioned earlier, like Liefeld's feet in the back in the cameo. So I'm loving that. So, and I'm really hoping that Deadpool and Wolverine really do good on this, but apparently Iger doubles down on quality over quantity. Well, yeah, we've heard that before. So Iger said, I've been working hard with the studio to reproduce output and focus more on quality. That's particularly true with Marvel. I guess you haven't been working that hard. Not really. My God.
Just write stories, no agendas, simple.
Oh, here's an idea also on top of that. Have people actually do the homework.
Actually read the comics, understand. Look what happened with Fallout. She played the game. Guess what? It was amazing. Oh, wow.
Exactly, right? God, it only makes sense. John says, I thought it was Guardians Volume 2. Wasn't that Star-Lord on the right side? I think it was, yeah. I'm going to have to look back at that and make sure. So, let's see. Wes Gagel says, yeah, I watched the first movie in the rebooted Ape films. It was entertaining enough, but I wasn't super interested, not motivated to watch any of the others. Do any of them stand out?
I love them. I mean, I love the originals. I love the original movies, the original series. I grew up with those. And then they did the remake with Wahlberg. I didn't mind it, but I like these ones. I thought they were amazing. I think they delved into it in a different way, and I can't wait to this one, especially if this is closer to the story of where the original ones were at. So I'm curious. So.
It is pretty interesting because it kind of goes through, I suppose you could say, in this whole rebooted Apes storyline, it kind of goes through like the whole entire history of how the Planet of the Apes became the Planet of the Apes.
Remember, they idolized Caesar back then. Well, they introduced Caesar here, so you realize where they all came from.
Yeah,
I don't think the virus hits until like the very end of the first Planet of the Apes remake, and then the world starts, become post-apocalyptic,
or was it the second? I'm not. Well, the first one with Mark Wahlberg, it's like he rides in the spaceship.
That was a different one altogether, I find.
That was a Tim Burton one, yeah.
I didn't mind that. The way it ended was weird. He comes back to Earth, and
I laughed so hard at the end when the ape Lincoln and then the apes in the police cars and they got the outfits on and the hats, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Well, that was the weird thing, right? Because it's like, okay, did he go back in time to when this whole takeover was happening, or was it like an alternate universe?
Yeah, they never explained that. There was never anything after that.
No, they didn't, right? Because at least by the second or third movie, is like the world's pretty much like trashed, right?
Well, that's a different series though too. These new ones are different. It's a different take. They chose the rebirth of Caesar, different actors and stuff. But I like the way this was told because it shows where, as the originals, this is where it all started. This is Caesar, the one they all talk about that they worship. This shows that he actually didn't hate humans. He wanted to work, and it's interesting how it goes on. So I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, this new series.
Can we all just get along? So
yeah.
And hey, Al Nickerson, how's it going, man?
Hello.
And he comments just to comment.
I asked him to leave a comment. They didn't specify.
That's right. Yeah, I should have elaborated more, Al. So, but gritty, see you, man. Nice to see you here. I'll get a hold of you when we can do another interview with you, Al, for the second book that's coming out. So there you go. So. And Miskatonic Madman, hey man, nice to see you. I liked all the original Planet of the Apes films except for Battle for the Planet of the Apes, which didn't do it for me. So are you talking like the old late 60s, early 70s Battle for the Planet of the Apes, or are you talking the more modern Battle for the Planet of the Apes? I'm assuming that you're talking about the older one.
I like them all. They're fun. It's good escapism. I grew up on them, so
that's like, right. Yeah, the Marky Mark and the Monkey Bunch one is, well, it's Tim Burton's product. Yeah, that's true.
I didn't hate it. It was weird, but I didn't hate it. I still enjoyed it because I'm but the new series I do great. I do like a lot. So.
There we go. Sounds good. The book is out. All right. Well, then there we go. We got confirmation. Al Nickerson's second book is out. Garden of Eden, Sword of Eden. So, which will plug away at the end of the show. So to make sure that you guys get your books. So,
we'll get it.
Yeah. So they've been working hard to with the studio to reduce output and focus more on quality. Yeah, somehow I doubt that. So an investor also mentioned Marvel TV shows, which saw Iger respond. They are limiting Marvel TV on Disney Plus to 2 shows a year instead of 4. And also that Disney is cutting back on MCU movies which released per year to 2 or a max of 3. Well, it's not exactly doing you very good because they're all just, proverbially speaking, crap.
Garbage.
Just 100% garbage.
Yeah.
God. It's just bad. It's just bad. You're really not doing your job. How I sum it all up. So it's just rank, man. So I know you mentioned television shows. Some of what is coming up is a vestige, basically a desire in the past to increase volume. We're slowly going to decrease volume and go to probably about 2 TV series a year instead of what had become 4, and reduce our film output from maybe 4 a year to 2 to the maximum 3 Iger added. Well,
that sounds like they know they were rushing shit out and they weren't putting in their best work. Exactly. By that statement, they're acknowledging that we were kind of just throwing stuff out to throw stuff out. Like we had no real passion about these projects. Just push it out. It's like no.
Nope.
And now you just outed yourself as pretty much giving it away that we're all about volume, quantity over quality.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Exactly. Frig. Like, thanks for shooting yourself in the foot. Oh, can we shoot yourself maybe in the other foot while you're at it? Yeah, let's do that. So, because, crap. What was it? We had last year? We had, was Loki season 2 this year? God, you know what?
I think it was the end of last year. I think I know that because
it was the end of last year.
Was Echo out this year? Was it?
I think it was this year. You know what? Yeah. That's pretty much as bad as it gets when you can't even remember.
And like the Marvel,
Echo was January this year. Yeah.
The Marvel, I think it was December. So the Marvels was a little bit last year, even though it ran into this year, I think, or maybe
right.
And then I'm not sure.
And Secret Invasion. Don't forget Secret Invasion.
Oh, never forget Secret Invasion.
No, we want to forget it, please.
Yeah,
the world breaking in that show was just it was Last Jedi level catastrophic for the brand.
So bad.
Gaia breaks everything.
Yep. And hey, Radioactive, how's it going, man? Nice to see you here.
I love Emilia Clarke, but I don't want her character coming back because if she's there, there's no need for an Avengers team.
No, there isn't.
She is all the Avengers. Like
that's right. God.
It's literally like not even a joke. It's actually a fact.
It is. Oh, jeez. And then of course you had She-Hulk. Oh, that was just a craptastic show.
I had so high hopes because I'm a She-Hulk fan from the comics. I always loved Jen. And they just why?
Because yeah, just because.
Jessica Gao. We predicted this 3 years ago.
Yeah, sure you did. Let's see, what else did you have? Then you had What If. That was out. All the what ifs,
I don't mind the what ifs
shows.
because it gives you an open thing and there's no real set in stone. Their stories, they're fun. I like reading them when I was younger.
That's
so
true.
They are what they are. There's nothing really with that, but yeah.
You had I Am Groot, which is just little shorts. You had basically like 2 seasons of that. Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
I like the holiday special, actually. I liked it.
That was okay.
It was cool with like Mantis and like finding out that she's Peter's like half sister and everything. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird though. But then again, because I'm more familiar with the comics and Mantis, wasn't even related remotely to Peter Quill, which was kind of odd, right? I mean, then again, Peter Quill wasn't even Ego's son actually in the comic books whatsoever. So I thought even Volume 2 was kind of weird.
I mean, Ego was just going around impregnating one of every species in the galaxy. He was he liked to get it on. Like apparently in Guardians 2, they kind of give it away because I guess like when he's showing Peter all the different times he's like laid his seed, they show like a Mantis lady character, like one of her species. But it kind of just happened so fast. But,
let's see what else we. Oh yeah, that's right. And we had Falcon and Winter Soldier for 6 episodes. Let's see, WandaVision, Hawkeye, Moon Knight. So yeah, quality. Oh no, sorry, that was quantity. So, jeez.
And like WandaVision, where's White Vision at? He's just running around the world. He didn't even show up in Scarlet Witch's movie.
I know, right? It's like so stupid. But Al Nickerson, but less films and shows doesn't necessarily mean better content, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Right?
I say it's like, I mean, unless you change your things and stop pushing narratives and actually write good stories, just because you have less doesn't mean it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
but
exactly.
Focus
right?
on the right things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it's just the one thing that really ticks me off about all these movies and shows lately. It's just absolutely because I'm a big fan of reading all the comics that I've read growing up, and this coming from an adult child basically at this point is you're appreciating all the creators that put their heart and soul into making all of these characters, right? Like and I know that it's mentioned a lot, like on a lot of channels, Jack the King Kirby, right? I mean, coming up with Fantastic Four, coming up with like, the Avengers, coming up with, a whole slew of characters, right? And when, for example, the Eternals came out, I just thought it was a big slap in the face to Jack of just how they ruined it, right? But it's like, we're toting the line of we're just wanting quality, but there's no quality. There hasn't been quality in like 5 years since Endgame came out. So, you can't exactly feed us this kind of drivel whatsoever. So, and now they don't even know what to do with like the whole Kang storyline. Is like, maybe we'll just do Secret Wars instead. It's like
they just have Deadpool kill the Council of Kangs and just be done with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that.
Deadpool and Wolverine go through a portal to where the council's meeting, and they just start lobbing heads off and just going on a rampage. Play some like classical music or something. Slow motion. Zack Snyder would love.
You could just bring in like an alternate universe Quicksilver, like they did in X-Men, right?
Oh, and just runs through and snaps a bunch of necks.
Yeah, and he's like carrying Deadpool. I don't know, like in a little, I don't know, like backpack of some sort, like some sort of baby holster kind of thing, and just like going around and just eliminate the whole Council of Kangs or
that would
something
be
like
pretty
that.
sweet.
I don't know. That'd be pretty hilarious. But Vince, yeah, this is the prime problem with Disney. They make characters related to each other, and the only effect that it has is make the respective universe look so much smaller. Exactly, right? You're limiting it, everything.
I ask you this: which Quicksilver do you want?
I want Fox X-Men.
Yes, he's 10 times better. 10 times better.
Yes.
Two of those scenes in both of those films that it just some of my favorite scenes. It's just so good.
Still pisses me off in X-Men when he saves them all from the mansion blowing up. Nobody thanks him.
No,
like, nobody even acknowledges it. It's like, dude, you're welcome.
Yeah, like you just saved our lives. Wow.
And the dog.
And the dog. And the goldfish.
Yeah, and the goldfish.
Without the use of a microwave.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Flash. I was like, where are you going with this? Oh yeah, the Flash.
While
While
the pug is eating a hot dog on top of that. That's what I want.
And some cool music in the background.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh no, better yet, instead of Quicksilver going through the Council of Kangs, like eliminating all of those, thus eliminating that storyline, he has to be carrying Dogpool. That's what should happen because he's more light that way.
Yeah.
And just Dogpool, like just eliminating the whole Council of Kangs. That's what
Dogpool has like a katana in his teeth.
Exactly.
He just holds him out. He just holds him out of like an arm's length, and then just Dogpool does all the killing.
a high quality plastic katana. That's also a squeaky toy on top of that. That's what I want to see.
Squeak, squeak.
Exactly.
That would be a great joke in the movie. How'd you get the katanas for your dog? Oh, I bought them from Shia LaBeouf. They're high quality. I'd be like, oh, this is the best movie ever.
Oh yeah. Hey Titan, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Gap says, yeah, I want Quicksilver male, not female, because he's originally a male, so he better have a penis and balls. Like, well, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So, but when did we ever get what we want? So yeah, the Secret Wars, the secret is out, the MCU is dead. Exactly. 100%. So Iger did say Disney is really excited about more Avengers movies, as Avengers 5 is on the slate for May 1st, 2026. Well, that's 2 years from now, followed by Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars on May 7, 2027. So you got one after the other, right? It's like, I miss the days when you actually set it up with the actual movies. Then you had an Avengers movies, like the first Avengers movies. Then you set it up again for the second. But this is just like one after the other. This is like so stupid. So, and says Iger, and we're working hard on what that path is. Basically, we got no idea whatsoever. So, and we've got a couple of good films in 2025, and then we're heading to more Avengers, which we're extremely excited about. Basically, translating this whole friggin' sentence right here, we have no idea what we're going to be talking about because everything is in a loop. Our Kang story is not exactly as exciting as we thought it would be, and we're extremely in panic mode right now. So if it looks like, we're extremely excited, it's only because we're panicking.
Yeah. Like, right when Endgame released, they should have immediately went to the drawing board to start working on the next big major, story and how it flows, because everything was leading to Thanos, which is like what you said, it was perfectly done, and then
set up and execute, that's what it was. Right, not this. And hail any derivative jail, how's it going? Nice to see you here. I hope you're not driving while you're listening, because on occasion, like you said, you're driving while listening, so I hope you're safe and just listening. So not that I'm poking fun or anything like that at driving and listening. Oh, whatever. I'm just shooting myself right now. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's the formula worked before. It's not working now. We still have no idea. Like I mentioned, like with Eternals, nobody's like addressing the big giant elephant on the planet.
Giant celestial head. Yeah.
Nobody.
You can see it from space.
I know, right? It's a huge hand and a head sticking out of the earth.
We need that Austin Powers scene. There's a giant head sticking out of the Arctic Circle. What does this mean? I don't know.
The eighth wonder of the world. Wonder what it is.
It's right. It's like right in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Of God, you know, it's like you think this would just screw up GPS like worldwide. Cargo ships don't even know where to go. You
The
know,
spinning of the Earth on its axis.
Yes. You know, does Africa claim this as another nation or something like that? Does India claim it as theirs? No, it is in our ocean. We should be claiming this as our own. We need the extra geography.
You know, Wakanda ain't claiming that.
We've already made a musical about it.
Exactly. That's right. You know, so oh my God.
The Captain America musical.
Yeah. And I mean, you would think, okay, with a giant hand sticking out, which is like, again, in the middle of the Indian Ocean, pretty much as far as I can figure it all out, because at this point, nothing can really be figured out in the whole MCU at this point. But, you know, like Madagascar, right, off the coast of East Africa, okay, is pretty close to where that head or that hand is sticking out. You would think the tectonic plates would just be, I don't know, like in a big giant upheaval, and like, I don't know, like probably like destroying Madagascar as we speak or something like that. Like nobody is like addressing this.
Not even a mention.
No.
Like Sword, because Shield's gone. So Sword's like, yeah, we're working really hard to try and move and relocate the giant celestial. Because like you said, it's throwing the whole Earth off. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay,
Barely
well,
an
John,
inconvenience.
Yeah. From an avionics engineer, that's not how GPS works. GPS would still be well. Okay, yes, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, you know, it would just be nuts. You know, you think you're going, I don't know, like say on a ship or something like that, going through the ocean, and I don't know, maybe it's stormy, you can't quite see because, you know, I mean, I've been on ships before. Sometimes your visibility is like pretty limited, and if you're not expecting a giant head or a hand to be like poking out of the ocean or something like that, I don't know, maybe that might be a thing. So
like, there's a giant hand out of the ocean, we gotta steer around it, Captain.
Yeah, well, okay, if anything, they would have to update their maps, right? Like ASAP. GPS wouldn't really, I guess, affect it whatsoever, but it's like, oh hey, it's supposed to be open ocean here, and what's this big giant mountain, this thing sticking out of the oceon? This was not here before. So
not even a news report on it.
No. You think this would be, not one, you know, this in breaking news today, giant head and hand poking out of the earth, right? You know, you think at least J. Jonah Jameson would be like, I want pictures.
Oh
Parker.
yeah. The Daily Bugle would be all over that.
It's all Spider-Man's fault. Somehow, some way, it's Spider-Man's fault.
This skull is a menace.
Oh my God. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Google Earth. Enough said. Exactly. So
you'd have like all the treasure hunters or like scavengers or whatever, like wanting to salvage it or like break it down for parts or whatever, because it's like a giant alien head. They don't know what it is.
Oh, I know.
Just like in Spider-Man Homecoming. I like that in that movie. Like Michael Keaton and like all those guys were working to like clean up the Leviathan bodies after the Battle of New York. It made sense.
Yeah,
they can't just leave all that shit lying around.
No, exactly. Right.
And then the concern about technology being misplaced or sold on some black mark is like, oh look, there's a strange alien bit of technology cropping up, causing all kinds of mayhem.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like first countries that would be there would be either, you know, somebody from like maybe India or Africa, because as far as I remember, that's how close this head and hand is, right? And it wouldn't take much to like maybe crawl into one of those eye holes or something like that and just, you know, rummage around and stuff like that for like, alien technology. I mean, it's a freaking celestial, for the love of God. Right.
I mean, even in Guardians, they have Nowhere, which is a celestial head, and it's being mined by the galaxy for like because it's like really you know, rare or whatever, the the stuff like
Yeah.
the brain matter or whatever. So why wouldn't they be doing that on Earth or whatever in some degree?
Exactly. You know, why are we seeing the repercussions of that? Oh, yeah, it's this weird yellowy alien kind of goo that we found inside this head and stuff like that. And, you know, you think that would just cause problems like on Earth. But nah, we'll just overlook that.
No,
So,
that would make too much sense to plan it out like that and have an actual storyline and
exactly
whatnot around the plot contrivance.
That's what makes me
know,
think like a
right?
lot of people at Marvel didn't even watch the Eternals. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think they've seen it because then they like when you see like other
Oh.
shows like that come out after it, they don't make any mention. So there was literally like
No.
that movie. There's no point in
No.
watching that movie because it leaves no impact on the world in reality. Like,
Exactly. And John here nails it also, right? Like anytime you have shifts in the Earth's mantle, you get huge tsunamis. Think Japan and Sri Lanka. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Like no devastating effects whatsoever on nearby continents whatsoever.
No, you'd have Greta Thunberg thumping her chest about global warming, climate crisis, feeling somewhat vindicated, even though it was like a alien that did all the mess. Like, oh, we got to save the Earth. Like, how? How are you
Yeah,
going to save the Earth with a giant alien head?
I don't know.
they want to complain because people got kicked out of the houses that they were squatting in from the people during the blip. It's not your house.
Yeah,
Where are we
exactly.
supposed to live? Somewhere else that's not your house from someone that died, basically.
Move to San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't. Or New Asgard. That place exists. It's literally a whole city for refugees because they lost their world. But even Secret Invasion forgot about New Asgard. They're like, we can't have aliens on this planet. It's like, excuse me, sir. We've had aliens living on the planet for years. They're called Asgardians. Oh no! Don't talk to me about stuff like logic and reality.
Yeah, because we would have to actually think and make sense of what's going on with that. Titan says, yeah, to address what happened in the past MCU movies would have required the writers to have watched the past MCU movies, and we couldn't have that. No, we
Or
couldn't
picked
have
up
that
a comic
whatsoever.
book.
Even they don't even want to watch their stuff.
No, I know, right? So, and then you got this piece of flotsam right here. So, because apparently nobody knows what's going on with this movie, not even freaking Mackie knows what's going on with this movie. He doesn't even know what villains are fighting or anything like that. This is just a complete shamble of a movie alone with that. So, but apparently, Iger, he feels that I feel really good about what's coming out. Well, then.
That's nice.
You've had a frontal lobotomy or something like that while nobody was looking. So, and what Disney has in the pipeline. So overall, he says, I feel great about the slate. It's something, as you know, that I've committed to spending more and more time on. Well, you got to spend more than just maybe, 2 minutes out of your day, more time, like maybe, hours on end. That might help. The team is, I think, one that I have tremendous confidence in, and the IP that they're mining, including all the sequels that are that we're doing, is second to none. He continued. I really feel good about what's coming out. If you have tremendous confidence. God, I don't even know how to finish that sentence. It's like it writes itself. If you have that much confidence, then oh my God,
I'm pulling a Star Wars. I vote for I call for a vote of no confidence.
I know.
I second.
Chancellor Feige.
Yes. If you have that much confidence, then you've hired the bottom of the barrel. You've hired basically the pond scum that's on the bottom of the barrel of a rain barrel that's been sitting outside for probably 20 years. That's where you've gotten your talent from. Like, my God. Like, what's that retard that's friggin' making the Acolyte? Friggin' oh God. See,
Leslie Headland.
Yes, Headland. Thank you. It's like what we talked about with her a few weeks ago, right? About basically, they're just ripping off Trinity for like Force Fu and stuff like that, and she basically just absolutely did no films whatsoever, and she just kind of finagled her way into like the whole movie industry without actually putting a movie out whatsoever. This is exactly the Marvel MCU for the past 5 years. If you've had that tremendous confidence into what's been being put out for the past 5 years, as opposed to the previous 10 years, then something, dear sir, has happened in that squiggly little gray matter that you call a brain. I'm sorry. You have somehow gotten a certain type of therapy that includes, I don't know, probably like 1,000,000 volts to the temples of your cranium, along with what the ancient Egyptians used to do to the pharaohs when they pass away to be put into a sarcophagus, which includes a little pokey thing that goes into the gray matter and everything was like scooped out. That's where your brain is right now. If you have that much tremendous confidence into everything that you're supposedly IP mining at that point.
When they say IP mining, to me, that's like they're going to look at whatever and pick and choose what they want and pretty much ignore the source material.
Yeah.
Because I put that link in the private chat about every time I think of Marvel Secret Wars, I think of Spider-Man in his black costume.
Yes.
And chances are they're not going to even mention that because that's going to be yet another introduction and origin of what would ultimately be Venom.
Exactly.
And Sony's already done that.
Yep.
Straying from yet again the comic book source material is like they can't even get that right. They can't make all these storylines jive.
No, they can't. They can't. They just can't. And they won't. And they don't want to. Right? Gap, you know what they really want to do is have a movie called RuPaul's Drag Multiverse. Oh my God. It's pretty much it. Frig. It's so true. That's exactly what they want to do. It's what it looks like.
They have some kind of Marvel's Gala line of comic books that it was essentially that.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah, exactly. John's like, why is Iger calling the shots on this? Shouldn't it be Feige taking these questions? Isn't he the mastermind of the Infinity Saga? Well, yes, but Iger is basically the head of it all, right? He's the head of the snake, essentially, right? He's the one that's running Disney, and Feige and Kennedy, even though nobody's really heard hide nor hair from Kathleen Kennedy in like a year now, basically.
I haven't heard from her since the South Park thing, to be honest.
No. Exactly. Yeah. She's in hiding, man. But he's the one that's basically ultimately approving everything, right? So Titans on the earnings call, I believe Iger spent more time talking about their sports division than anything else. Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty much what's been going on, right? Because that's been a debacle as it is. On top of that, so Canadian Spider-Man, yeah, Spider-Man with a black costume. I prefer the old school ones. Yeah. I do too. And it was time to probably give that up. Although, to be fair, when Jim Shooter paid the kid that actually came up with the black Spider-Man costume, that ended up becoming legendary. Paid him $225 to buy the rights from a fan that actually made the black costume. So
what a steal.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see, Rock of the Brave. Yeah, here, Pop. Secret Wars should have been black suit and then lead into Venom. Not what we got. Exactly, right? John, too. Yeah, Venom left a piece of symbiote in the MCU universe, so it's very likely that we'll see the black costume in the next Spider-Man MCU movie. Yeah, more than likely. Exactly. So,
again.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get another emo Peter Parker.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I can't wait.
And comic, even as president, he's still not the go-to for info on individual divisions as large as the ones at Disney. Yeah, that might be true, but I think there might be a little bit of, I don't want to say clout, but I'm thinking that Feige is, how should I put it? Kind of like a cucked lap dog at this point. That's what I'm thinking. It's got to be, right? Because I'm thinking that, if Feige actually did care like he did the first 10 years of the MCU, if he actually still did care, then we wouldn't probably be getting the movies that we have been. And seeing how Disney basically owns Marvel, it's like, I'm thinking that it's more or less Iger saying, no, you got to hire these people, you got to hire that people, or that Feige probably really wants to be in the in group, so to speak. That's causing them to make all that, So, yeah, I can agree with that. It definitely seems like a lot of his source has been, taken from him. Yeah, more than likely. That's what I'm thinking, probably. So, I mean, hey, I could be wrong, but that's what it kind of feels like. So, yeah. And then what a sorry use of Harrison Ford. I'm sorry. Just after Indy 5, it's like
he's a shell of his former self. Even Star Wars, he became a shell of his former self.
I know. And it's sad because I can't look at Harrison Ford the same way that I used to.
I mean, he was a brilliant actor. No, I'm never going to take that away. I loved his character, but just not in the last few films. No, like his Solo and Indy.
I know, right?
Not good.
But following the earnings call and release of the quarterly earnings report, Disney stock is currently down over 10%. So as of pretty much like yesterday, it's down to $104.60 a share. And nobody has confidence. None.
No, it's garbage.
It's garbage, and everybody knows it's garbage. And Titan, Iger is like a bad car salesman. His biggest accomplishments are buying successful IP, Star Wars and Marvel, and Fox now on top of that, and then running them to the ground. Exactly. And hell, Edge of Time, I'm feeling really good about what's coming out of my pipeline. Really?
Ew.
What did you have to eat?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I want to know. But who are you going to replace William Hurt with? Good point. I mean, true. You gotta have, I suppose you could say, the closest thing, which would be Harrison Ford. I mean, you really can't replace William Hurt like precisely. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. I just don't look at Harrison Ford the same way that I used to, and like what Tom said, like after Indy 5 and what they did to Han Solo in the last Star Wars movies, it's like, where's your grit, man? That's just me though. But
he has no passion for filmmaking anymore, or the parts that he takes, or any of that shit. He's just there for the paycheck. All right, say my lines, I'm out.
Yeah.
Aside from what was it, that Yellowstone TV series or spin-off TV series that apparently Harrison Ford really cares about, because I've read stuff or heard stuff about him actually caring about that role.
That's good. At least he cares about something in acting these days. Like, he seems just so miserable.
How old?
I think he never really cared about Han Solo, the character.
Yeah. Because I think he even said he wanted him to die in the carbonite. Like, he didn't even want to come back for Return of the Jedi.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Harrison Ford is now 81, right? And Appion, like I said, it's just basically about getting a paycheck at this point. So those planes ain't gonna fix themselves. But the quarterly earnings report did see a dip in revenue from entertainment, which Disney attributes in part to, here we go. Here comes the blame game. Lower theatrical distribution results, as there were no significant titles released in the current quarter compared to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in the prior year quarter. The prior year quarter also included the benefit of the ongoing performance of Avatar: The Way of Water, which was released in December 2022. Higher film costs impairments in the current quarter. Sure, you're gonna blame that. Okay, fine, whatever. Its participants did see a big 10% jump, but there was also a higher operating cost. Well, yeah, because nowadays everything costs more, doesn't it now? So
Well, it's like Star Wars Land opened up and stuff too, and all that. So
yep, and having to sell everything off again because
Marvel thing. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't think they should ever bring up Ant-Man ever again. Like, let that movie disappear into the ether. Don't ever bring it up. That MODOK, shameful MODOK, made an entire theater laugh at something that wasn't.
Ant-Man.
Yeah. Oh man, if I have to see MODOK's butt cheeks again, especially in that movie, it'll be too soon. Oh God,
I'm glad I never saw that movie.
That felt like a parody when they showed him going into the suit. Yeah, and they showed the little butt. It looked like it was like from like a Family Guy or like Rick and Morty, which is what the writers have done. It was like a Rick and Morty bit.
I'm slowly suspecting that they filmed a naked baby and just merged it onto a big giant head.
Oh God,
horrifying.
Think about it. That poor baby, whoever was in it.
Oh, I know. And Avatar, I know some people like Avatar, but
no.
Personally, I thought that movie
never liked
way too late.
I never liked the look of the aliens. Like they're just big, tall, weird blue aliens, and I just always want James Cameron to work on something else. But
I thought the whole
blue aliens.
He does. I thought the whole premise of the movie was like absolutely stupid too.
It was. Like, it was a rip of other things we've all have already seen.
Yeah.
We're
harvesting alien whale brain goo. Like, my God, really?
Yeah.
Because the second one was about the whaling, and he wanted to make a point about whaling because he fucking loves the ocean. James Cameron is obsessed with the ocean.
Oh, big time. And Penny, you gotta head out. Thank you for jumping on by.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ever since the Abyss, he's just been obsessed with water in the ocean, and just everything has to be water related.
Right. He's feeling moist. So
moist.
Moist.
Stop that.
No, that was funny. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah, it needs to be removed from my memory. The pain. Exactly.
Oh, and Michael Douglas being a huge cuck.
Oh yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer slept with Kang.
Man. And not just Kang.
And Bill Murray.
Peter Venkman too. So.
Yeah.
A woman has needs, she says. Like, what?
Yeah.
That movie.
Seriously? Oh my God. But the report also says Disney Plus core subscribers increased by more than 6 million in the second quarter, and Disney Plus core ARPU increased subsequently by 44 cents. Nobody cares. Because here's the thing that I'm going to say about Disney Plus core subscribers. Here's the thing, because this came out kind of like last year, that there was a thing that was going around. I think it was Verizon down in the States, down where you guys are at, and Rogers up here in Canada, that if you were to subscribe or accept their services, right, that they would automatically give you a free subscription to Disney Plus, whether or not you wanted it. And some people, when they signed over, I think it was Verizon. I'm pretty sure it was. If I'm wrong, then somebody in the chat correct me. But it was and it was definitely Rogers trying to play the same thing up here in Canada because everybody was dumping Disney Plus, right? Nobody liked the cost of it, nobody liked the content of it, and most of it was like old trash. So it's basically like false numbers that they were trying to prop up, saying by, oh, look, we got all these subscribers that are joining in. It's like, no, you got it over false pretenses by, letting Verizon and Rogers and stuff like that basically subscribe you, even if you didn't want it. And I know that some people ask, like, well, what if I never log in? It's like, oh, it doesn't matter. You have it anyway. It's like, well, yeah, well, then it's an automatic subscriber, even if you don't want to watch it or don't want to see it. Which is like absolutely so craptastic. Rock of the Brave. Yeah, I'm so done with Marvel. They should have the villains win. Like Doctor Doom takes over the world, takes out the Avengers, and reboot with the Ultimates and the X-Men in universe. Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with that. Totally, 100%. Do it. For once,
most of the original Avengers are gone, anyways.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see the bargain bin of Avengers. No. And hey, Sci-Fi, sit down. How's it going? Nice to see you. Glad that you could drop by. So, yeah.
Well, there's talk of bringing Robert Downey Jr. back. How, I don't know, but
and AI
that's
for
what makes me
Riri
laugh.
Williams.
That part makes me laugh, Geeky. Is like they want to bring back fucking Iron Man, but then he's telling Hugh Jackman not to be in Deadpool when you're gonna reverse the biggest thing that you ever did.
I know, right?
What?
But then he's like, well, they're not willing to pay me though. It's like, well, okay, fine, then pay the man.
Yeah,
pay Robert Downey Jr. If you want him that bad. If you want to salvage whatever you have left.
He's the core of that universe, so
exactly. It was the whole thing.
Did anybody hear too? Thor, whatchamacallit there? He's actually apologized for the Love and Thunder. He said he hates
and he shouldn't have to. It should be Taika Waititi's stupid ass that apologized for that.
Exactly.
Oh, that movie! I was so excited for that movie because Guardians of the Galaxy was in the trailer. Oh, they're going to be in the movie. They're in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that movie is. Oh, that movie's
I didn't know it was going to be a dumpster fire because you could see it in the previous Thor movie. The cringy level of humor that Taika likes.
I liked Ragnarok though, personally. That movie.
Yeah, I didn't mind it either. I like Ragnarok myself, but that last
wasn't Thor. It was against Thor's personality.
Well, yeah. That last one was just, I don't know what.
Because I don't like what they did with the Game Master. Like, he's supposed to be an elder of the universe. And they could have done a lot more with him. And it almost seemed like a Planet Hulk kind of feel to it rather than it was like Thor meshed with Planet Hulk.
Don't get me started on that. They've said
I know.
Goats. I hated those.
Oh, the goats.
Oh yeah, those are in Love and Thunder. Yeah.
I want Planet Hulk. I want Planet Hulk. I want World Breaker Hulk.
But we won't get. We fans won't get what we want because we've actually read the comic books and we have a leg up on anybody associated with the MCU because they haven't.
Exactly. Vince Womack is similar to what Prince pulled off. The sale of every ticket went to his concert. They gave away a CD, but it counted towards the total number of sales. Yeah, I remember that from way back when. John says, these subscriber streaming services should consider an a la carte service, one where you pick and choose from their content instead of the entire library all the time. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I said that about cable years ago. I said about cable. You should choose and pick your channels and then be a lot cheaper.
Exactly.
Well, you can make your own, like, your My Stuff or whatever, your My List. Like, every streaming service has that.
Yeah.
You just add it to that and watch it there.
Yeah. And Rocco says, if RDJ comes back, I will not go watch. He had the perfect ending. Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, he really did.
He did. He had a good send-off. Canadian Spider-Man, hang on there a minute. Comic Relief Crusader. We may want to see B-list characters if they're done right. Remember, after all, Iron Man was a B-level character in those 70s cartoons. That's true.
He was never a top guy. It was Hulk and Spidey and,
See, because the A-listers have always been I shouldn't say always been, but for the longest time have always been either Spider-Man or X-Men, right? And the Avengers, in the comics at least, they weren't doing as good in sales because X-Men always dominated when it came to sales. And so you could say, the Avengers were rather B-list characters in a way with their own like B-list villains and stuff like that. And actually it was pretty impressive what Feige did originally with like a B-list bunch of characters and turn them into like a global phenomenon, really. So
now, would you attribute that to Feige or Favreau?
Yeah, Jon Favreau has to get a lot of credit.
I think it was Favreau that was driving all that with
his
the
style
first
was all
Iron
over that
Man.
first movie.
Oh, big time. Yeah. I will agree with you on that. Yeah, with Favreau, yes, totally 100% with Iron Man. I think I have to attribute a little bit to Feige for picking out the right directors at the time, like Favreau, like the Russo brothers, for Captain America, for James Gunn for Guardians of the Galaxy, and so on. Right.
And Robert Downey Jr., he was just recovering his career. Remember, he was recovering.
Exactly. Right.
Zoom, and then he did this. Whoa, he just exploded back into the universe.
I mean, yeah, because originally they wanted Tom Cruise, but they were really taking it, and they didn't want Robert Downey Jr. at first, right? And
but he actually lived the Tony Stark life for real. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, you couldn't have a more perfect casting. You couldn't have more perfect casting if you tried.
Yeah.
So he was born to be that role, pretty much. Like,
totally.
Like I said, and as to Superman was to DC, Spider-Man was to Marvel. Spider-Man was their core of the main characters for years. Yeah. He was Marvel, but then they were able to turn that around and make other great characters. I always thought Hulk was a close second to Spidey. He was still pretty big, but then Iron Man was made huge by Robert Downey. He was the reason that put him on the map as the main character.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. 100%. But I just find it extremely impressive that they pulled out what they did, like I said, in the first 10 years, right?
Oh, yeah.
With all of those characters, because they are classic characters. They're classic characters. We actually did get to see Steve Rogers as Captain America. We actually did get to see, Tony Stark, Iron Man, right? Because they projected those characters so faithfully, right? And on top of that, the directors made sure that those characters were portrayed accurately, right?
Except for Shane Black.
Yeah, except for Shane.
That's in my opinion. I didn't like Iron Man 3. I think I've said that.
Yeah. I know that could have been better.
Movie.
Yeah, I will give you that. Yeah,
it's filler, but that's it. Yeah.
Mandarin frig is just a drunk, whatever. But
Pepper Potts saves the day. That was like the beginning of that. Really?
Yeah.
But now you got like these, these directors, and I mean you can even look up like on IMDb of all these new directors after Endgame that have only done like basically a few things. Like the director that had basically the Eternals, she essentially did like 4 or 5 films, like and you can look at it in my library of the Eternals. I pointed out how many films she actually did. It was something like 4 or 5 films, right?
They gave her such a tough movie too.
Exactly.
They gave her 10 characters you need to introduce us to. Like, whoa, more than Guardians. It's like, exactly. Make it harder for her.
Yeah. And then, like Titan says, Taika Waititi is a grown man-child with the creativity to match. The Planet Hulk cartoon is a masterpiece compared to his work. Precisely, right? Shang-Chi, if nothing else, fixes the Mandarin debacle.
Yep.
It does. It
did retcon that pretty nicely. I think that's one of the better things from Shang-Chi is that retcon.
I still haven't seen it, but I'm not going to watch it just for that.
I know.
Aquafina shooting an arrow at a dragon 2 miles away.
God,
which he just picked up a bow for the first time. That's the part that always loses me.
In the Hoenn region of Pokemon. So, oh my God. But yeah, you have these people that have absolutely no experience, and now we've been told, no, we were told not to look at any of the source material whatsoever, and I can play the video and show you because it's all there because the internet is forever. And on top of that, like Titan says, I believe Stan Lee was influential that kept the early movies on track. After his passing, everything starts going out the rails. Exactly. And I am a firm believer in that. That was Stan Lee around because everybody on set, and you can even look back in the past, right? That every actor or every director or writer, when they say something about Stan Lee, it's like, oh yeah, he's the man, and he was there on set to make sure everything, was the way it should be, because without him we wouldn't have any of these characters. Well, I would say the same thing with Jack Kirby on top of that, because it was back in the early days of Marvel, it was basically a duo, right? But like I said before, as soon as Stan passed away, like the parents out of the room, we can just go ahead and trash the joint, and that's exactly what happens.
It became like Kevin in Home Alone, just running wild.
Yep, that's right. That's exactly it.
Deadpool 3, because Ryan is a fellow comic book reader. He knows the source material. So that's why I think it's going to be good.
And it sounds like he has a lot of creative control.
Yeah, which is good.
We can only hope.
But now we're getting this kind of treatment.
Yeah, exactly. I seen that. I'm like, what's with the shoulders
done
too?
with Zack Snyder's Superman? Didn't we just get done with the
that's one
depressing Superman?
James got the corn sweet Superman. Oh my God,
Henry owned that. I agree. There's a lot of people that never seen Christopher Reeves, which is my favorite Superman, but I think Henry was a very close second. And then third was Brandon. I think he didn't do a bad Superman. The movie was junk, but he did a good Superman. But this,
Brandon Routh. I kind of liked his take on Superman.
They got to redeem him even more in the CW when he got to come back and see that Superman again, and I was like, this is great. He gets to fight somebody, and
and surprisingly, speaking of CW, surprisingly, Tyler Hoechlin did a pretty good job in Suits.
I liked him. I
liked him. I didn't mind him.
Some people are like, he's ugly. I'm like, no, like, I'm not trying to bang him or anything. I just think he's a pretty good Superman.
Yeah, he's kind of like a good 5 o'clock shadow. I mean, come on, man, shave.
Well, yeah, precisely, right? So, hey, Zoid, how's it going? Sorry I'm late, had a meeting. No problem, because we're pretty much at the end of this anyway. So, but that's what's going on. So, yeah, we want more quality rather than quantity. Well, it should have been there from the get-go, essentially.
I feel like it was at the beginning. It was, and then after like Endgame, they're just like, all right, we've got him reeled in. Now let's just catch.
Let's just put out crap.
Yeah,
it's like anything with Star Wars and MCU, people will just eat it right up, and we'll be rolling in the money.
Exactly. It should have been like that from the get-go after Endgame. It should have been. It should have just continued. You should have retained all the producers, directors, and everything that made the first 10 years great, and just kept with that formula. And it's as simple as that. And then you would have made bank. So, Rocco, I wasn't trying to bang him. You drilled all over those episodes.
That was over the Lana Lang actress.
Yeah,
I think she's insanely beautiful.
Oh, I think so too, man. But anyway, seeing how we're at the end, Pop Culture Republic, you got anything you want to plug, sir?
Yes, my channel. Check me out as I do new stuff, hopefully in the near future, as my crazy schedule allows. I think my next live stream, I'll be going back to the wonderful world of K-dramas and chatting about some new ones I've found and I've quite enjoyed. So that'll be my next live stream.
Nice.
Then my Saturday comic book stream has been going on pretty well.
Awesome.
Yeah. New stuff coming in the near future.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find those comics again from that guy at that. At that flea market from a few days ago over the weekend, because that dude, oh man. Yeah, that was the other one, because you sent me that you sent me the link.
It was Teenage Mutant Ninja parody issues, like adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters.
He had that. He had generic gangrene jitsu gerbils. He had that one.
Wow.
He did have that one. I think he had preteen dirty jean kung fu kangaroos. I think he had that one. And
sure, sold like hotcakes.
Kung Fu Kangaroos actually sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it is pretty interesting. So, and adult thermonuclear samurai elephants. Yeah, I want to check that one out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's all these parodies, Teenage Ninja Turtle parodies. That's when you came in late in the private chat. There was this guy that was selling a bunch of comics. He had like a McFarlane Amazing Spider-Man, and then he had these other parodies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle parodies that were there. And he had one issue of adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters. He had the the generic gangrene jitsu gerbils, and he had the ex-mutant teenage samurai No, not the samurai humans.
What about the elephants?
I think he had. Yeah, I think he had the elephants.
The
elephant with a lot of money.
The elephant's main villain needs to be a mouse. They're all badass, and then a mouse comes in.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Run away.
So I'm gonna have to find this guy. I'm gonna have to grab him. I will ship them to you then, Pop, after I read them.
Oh, right on.
There we go. Complete your collection of
oh boy,
alternative Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
parodies of parodies.
Yep, that's
So
right.
funny.
Oh my god, it's like Lobo the Duck. I want it. So,
Yeah.
my god. Appion, what do you got going on?
I think later today, like in an hour, probably going to watch more Trailer Park Boys with Padawannabe. Show him second season of that, which is a great Canadian comedy show. And then Thursday, more X-Men 97. Really been liking it. We're on like the last 3 episodes with Padawannabe. And then Sunday, we're actually going to watch Austin Powers Goldmember because we're just going to finish out the trilogy of Austin Powers movies with Carla Burton.
Oh.
And playing more Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, trying to finish.
Right on.
And then play the 3rd game of that trilogy. And that's all I got coming up. Yep. Thank you for having me.
I miss busty Lara Croft. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
She
sorry.
didn't look bad. I gotta like in the film was based after the newer games. I think they did a good job over the player. So
You like the Angelina Jolie?
she's hot too.
Tomb Raider.
But I like the new one. I like the new one because she was based after the new trilogy games, and I was like, okay, she looks like the newer one, and I like that film. So I was like, yeah,
not a bad movie. Trying to tell the story in 2 hours, and Walton Goggins is in it, and like him and everything, freaking Fallout and everything else. The guy's super
the
talented.
Trailer Park Boys. That's from our neck of the woods. Remember that area? That's what over in
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. They're our neighbors area.
Next, you gotta watch Letterkenny.
Okay.
I
don't think I've ever done
swear,
that.
you gotta watch Letterkenny.
I'll have to check that out.
And it's another great Canadian show. So
Okay.
maybe after that Corner Gas. So
Little Hobo.
Little Hobo, yes.
Beachcombers. That was another one. Oh, I used to love
That was
that
another
show.
one.
Danger Bay.
Oh god, yeah, Danger Bay. Jeez.
What's going on? Let me see. Me and Jessica are gonna write a new episode for our show. My show. I'm working on a project for another episode of some things. I'm trying to figure out some things, talk about video games. I tried to do some recording of some Fallout, but again, technical difficulties. I need a new computer, but when I'm working around it, I figured it out. Just before your show started, I was like, oh crap, okay, that'll work, but I'll wait till later. So. But yeah, I'm working on some stuff, and I might get a new monitor this week, and I can edit my book, get my book finalized, start making money there, and then I'll be able to buy my new computer. Yay!
Awesome. Well, guys, that's the show for today. Stick around for more stuff coming out later on. As for the casting call for the Beast Wars thing, I'm going to put something together. I'm going to put it on YouTube of what I'm looking for. What the characters each sound like in the movie that I plan on redubbing, so that all of you, if you plan on joining, then you will know exactly what the voices sound like and exactly pretty much looking what I'm, what I'm looking for that kind of thing. Cool. So stay tuned for that. So it'll be fun. So thank you very much. And Snortaboobas finally came back. There we go. Hey, Snortaboobas. Yay. It was there at the very beginning before I even started, and now he's at the very end. So thank you very much, Snortaboobas, for showing up. So yeah, I'll be posting that, and then come back for the Friday show for Frantic Fridays, where we have our thoughts from the throne from Rancor Steve, and on top of that, where we have a fun little cartoon near the end of the show as well. So everybody, just remember,
be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes!